All right, let's dive into confidence. It's something we all want more of. But what if everything we think we know about it is, well, just plain wrong? Today, we're going to tear it all down and rebuild our understanding of what makes for truly unshakable confidence.
First things first, let's bust a huge myth. We tend to think confidence is about being the loudest person in the room, right? The one who's always talking. But it's not. Real confidence is actually—
And nope, it's definitely not arrogance. They can look kind of similar from the outside, but trust me, on the inside they're coming from completely different, like opposite places.
And here it is. This is the most important idea of all. Confidence is absolutely not something you're born with. This isn't about luck or genetics. It's about having a blueprint.
So, if it's not some magic trait you either have or you don't, then what is it? Let's just flip this whole idea on its head. I want you to start thinking of confidence as a skill, just like learning to cook or ride a bike. And the best part about a skill? You can build it. You can practice it. You become the architect of your own confidence.
So here's our new definition. Confidence is a real, tangible skill that you build piece by piece through consistent, deliberate action. It's not a personality trait. And the key word there is build. If it's something you can build, that means there's a process, a framework we can all follow.
Okay, so where do we lay that first brick? The very first building block is this. You have to stop waiting and start doing. This is probably the biggest trap we fall into, right? That feeling that we need to feel ready before we can actually start.
And this, right here, shows exactly how we get it backwards. We think the formula is, feel confident, then I'll act. But the reality? It is the complete and total opposite. You have to act first, and the feeling of confidence comes after. It's the result of your action. Action is the fuel, not the reward.
So what does that mean for you? It means you have to be willing to do it messy. Do it scared. Do it imperfectly. The point is to just start. Seriously, every single time you take a small, scary, uncertain step, you're putting a little deposit into your confidence account. It might feel small at first, but believe me, it compounds like crazy.
Okay, so you're starting to take action. Awesome. The next pillar we need to build is all about integrity, but with yourself. This is about keeping the promises you make to yourself and building real trust with the one person you're with 24/7.
And the process for this is so simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Step 1, make a tiny promise to yourself. I'm talking super small, something you know you can do, like I'll stretch for 5 minutes, or I'll drink 1 glass of water. Step 2, you do it. You keep the promise, no debate. And step 3, you just repeat it day after day. This simple loop proves to your own brain that you are trustworthy.
Because listen, every single time you follow through for yourself, no matter how ridiculously small it seems, that self-trust, that core confidence, it gets a little bit stronger. On the flip side, every broken promise chips away at it. So you have to start small and show yourself, through action, that you're someone who does what they say they're going to do.
All right, now for a really cruel piece of the puzzle, we're going to talk about letting your body lead your mind. I know it sounds a little out there, but you can literally use your own physical body to change how you feel and think. It's kind of like a confidence biohack.
So let me just ask you this. Can your body teach your mind how to feel? Is that even possible? Well, all the science points to a huge yes. Your physical state sends constant signals to your brain. And you don't have to do anything crazy. Just look at these small tweaks. Stand up a little straighter. Pull your shoulders back. Bam! That signals command. Slow down your movements. Rushing and fidgeting feels anxious, right? But moving deliberately feels calm and composed. And make eye contact. It shows you're present. Your brain picks up on all these cues and starts to think, hey, I guess we're feeling confident right now.
So, we've got action, we've got self-trust, we've got our physiology on our side. Now we have to talk about the big one. The final and maybe the most important piece of this whole thing, your inner narrative. This is all about that voice inside your head and rewiring it from being your worst critic to your biggest supporter.
And this, right here, is such a huge distinction. True confidence isn't a popularity contest. It's not about trying to get everyone to like you. It's about being okay just being seen. It's about taking up your space in the world without constantly apologizing for it or needing someone else to say it's okay.
And a great way to check in on this is to ask yourself a very simple question. Be really honest here. Would you ever talk to a friend the way you sometimes talk to yourself? I mean, for most of us, the answer is no way. We can be so brutal to ourselves.
So the bottom line is this. You have to become your own ally. You have to consciously choose to change that inner voice from a critic into a coach, because when you change the voice, you fundamentally change the confidence. It's that direct.
Okay, let's bring all these pieces together. We've laid out the blueprint for building this thing. But what are we actually building towards? What does this unshakable confidence really look and feel like? Well, I can tell you one thing it's not. The goal isn't to be fearless.
And this just lays it out so perfectly. False confidence, that arrogance we talked about, it's totally external. It needs to feel better than other people. It's all about, I'm better than them. But real, unshakable confidence, that's internal. It says, I'm okay, even if they don't get it. I'm okay, even if they judge me. See the difference? It doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion.
Which brings us to our final and maybe most powerful realization. That whole idea of a confident person being some kind of superhero who feels no fear, it's a complete myth. Confident people aren't fearless.
They feel the fear. They feel the doubt. They feel all of it, just like the rest of us. The only difference is they are brave consistently. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the muscle you build by acting anyway. It's the skill of being brave over and over and over again. And that is a skill that absolutely anyone, and that includes you, can build.